There we go. Okay, so we are recording. Absolutely good. So now we're going to move into the next part of the session today, which is our group repatterning. And in the group repatterning, we are going to invite some responses from the group. You're welcome to share what you're thinking out loud, or you might just be more comfortable doing that privately. So having a notebook out, you can just record your own answers to these questions. But what you're going to see me do is use my fingers to muscle check the group's energy. So when a statement is shared and I muscle check that my fingers stay on, that means we are in alignment with that energy. When my fingers go off, that means we are not. So remember, repatterning is about changing. So all these positive statements that are going to come up are going to sound really great, and we're going to want to resonate with them. But we don't until we change the energy, and we do that bit at the end, all right? So writing it down, thinking about it, is just as good as speaking it. And then watching this video afterwards, you can still get all the benefits from it because there is no such thing as time. So here's the beginning of our Coherence is Contagious. What are your positive thoughts that are supporting you right now, staying in the present and centered during this challenge? So what are your positive thoughts that support you staying in the present and centered during this challenge? Okay, and Sophia, when you're ready, we can take the first two people.
At the moment, only Monica has her hand up.
Okay,
So Monica,
what are you doing? What positive thoughts?
I'm viewing everything as temporary, so this too shall pass.
Excellent. This too shall pass. All right, anybody else?
Thomas's iPad. Not sure who that is.
Okay.
That's Katie.
Katie?
I'm focusing on my abundance, the time that I'm getting to spend with loved ones that I normally wouldn't have, or even just getting into stuff like this. I typically wouldn't have time to do that if I'm working my normal hours. So just focusing on that part.
Thank you, Katie. And anyone else?
We have Debbie.
Debbie? Debbie, you're muted.
I am safe and I'm loved.
Lovely. Good. Anything else is needed? I'm checking that we're good for now. So if you had your hand raised, just jot your statement down and know that it's going to be included in what we are doing. Now, usually, once we've gathered the statements, I ask someone to proxy for everybody else and repeat it. But in deference to time, I'm just going to say the statements, and then you're going to be repeating it silently with your muted microphone. And then I'll check to see if we match that frequency of those lovely words or not. And I'm going to check. So we need all the statements that we just heard. So repeat. I am viewing everything as temporary. This too shall pass. And the group energy is not matching that. Next one, I focus on my abundance of time that I now have to spend with loved ones and to explore what interests me. And we are not matching that energy. And the final one, I am safe and I am loved. And we are not matching that. Doesn't mean that's not true. What it means is all those words carry a frequency that right now we can't quite get to. Can't quite get there. but we're planting the seeds so that we will be able to get there. Okay? Now, I have some general statements that I've gathered, and I'm going to see if any of these would be helpful to introduce as well. This one, I accept what is and move into positive action. And we're not matching that one. This one is needed. This one is needed. This one. Everything is perfect as it is and carries a lesson for my personal growth. And we're not matching that. And we need this one, this one, this one. We need this one. I release my fearful assumptions that block my experience of love. And I stop giving my power and energy to my negative projections. Yeah, and we're off for those. So there are many ways that we could do this session and many different aspects of resonance repatterning that I wanted to bring into it. But I finally settled on understanding where we're at energetically through the 5 elements. And the 5 elements is a beautiful way to understand ourselves by understanding nature and what's all around us. And it's ancient, it's thousands of years old, but it's as timely today as it was when it was first put together. So there are 5 primary elements that represent all of nature. And the one we're going to begin with is the wood element. So we're in the time of the wood element, which is springtime. We're in that time right now. And wood is about vision. It's about having a goal and a plan to reach that goal and the optimism and hope that you will arrive, okay? So here's our first question for our wood element. What is the message or the higher purpose of this virus for you? How is this pandemic challenging you to grow? I'll repeat that. So what is the message or higher purpose of this virus for you? And how is this pandemic challenging you to grow? So what element in nature is about trees? And trees are always growing to the sun, which is their source of nourishment. Some are gnarly, some are weak, some are big, some are small, some are strong, some are very fragile. But they're all committed to growth. Okay, so when you're ready with a response to that message, I would be happy to hear it.
Monica?
It's helping me to focus on what's most important, which is nurturing myself, my spirituality, and my family.
Lovely. Now, we often don't make that time, do we, for our spirituality especially. And families are so busy, they're finding it very interesting to have time for each other right now. Focusing on what is most important. Thank you, Monica. Do we have anything else, Sophia?
No one has raised their hand.
Okay, that's fine. Everybody's doing their own internal work. That's just perfect. Everyone repeat, I focus on what is most important to me. Nurturing myself, my spirituality, and my family. And checking our field of energy for that. We're not matching that at this time. So I have some additional, again, I have a long list of statements and I'm checking which ones would be helpful for us to really take the strength of the wood element and bring it in so that we are coherent with our growth, coherent with our vision, coherent with our new possibilities. All right, so we need this one, we need this one, we need this statement. I stay optimistic and hopeful that this situation is part of our global growth toward manifesting potential as human beings. And we're not matching that. We need this one, we need this one. Moment by moment, I stay in the present, in my process with an open heart. Checking the group, and we're not matching that. This is needed, this is needed, this is needed, this one. I accept my uncertainty about the future and maintain my optimism in the face of the unknown. And we're having difficulty with that one. And then we need any more, we do this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. My time is precious, and I am grateful for the now. I take care of my now for the sake of my tomorrow. And we go off for that. So lovely statements around wood, what our vision is for how we're going to move through this with different priorities, hopefully. So the next element that we're going to talk about is fire. So the season for fire is summer, so that's coming up after spring. And it's a playful time, it's a joyful, happy time. And fire element always is about relationships, connecting with others, sharing honestly through our communication and our actions. And our fire element is hurting right now with this distancing that we're doing for all the right reasons, but people are lonely and feeling cut off and isolated. So we're going to antidote that. So think of this session as an antidote for all the worries and upsets and negatives that are out there in the world right now. So we're going to start with a question. What makes you happy from within yourself? What makes you happy? Interesting time we're been given, I think, in large part to focus on that. So often we end up going through the motions of life and not really focusing on what is going to make me happy. So Debbie, I see raised hand there. If you'd like to answer that.
Yes, you made me think that talking about connecting to other people is it. So now I want to appreciate the friends I have. So I guess my statement is that I appreciate that I have good friends.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Yeah, life gets busy, doesn't it, Debbie? And we don't always stop to take that moment and tell someone our appreciation, that we're so happy we have them in our lives. We don't always take the time to do that. Any other thoughts about what makes you happy from the inside out? Much of happiness seems to have been in the past from the outside in. And now in our solitary moments, we're being asked to reflect a bit differently on everything. Looks like Monica has her hand up. So Monica?
I am happy being in nature, and so I go to the beach away from people. Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay, good. And anyone else there? Sophia?
Lauren?
Okay, Lauren? Hi.
Hi. Yes, what makes me happy is really just being in the present moment and recognizing that I enjoy my own company, and that present moment really makes me happy. And knowing that I can be alone, I think makes me also better able to be with others when the time is there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. I like that last part. Being comfortable with it, being alone allows me to be more comfortable with others. Being comfortable alone allows me to be more comfortable with others. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so let's check these. Again, anything you're thinking or writing on your own is going right into this session. We don't have to hear it to shift it. I'm happy when I appreciate the friends that I have. And that's off. I'm happy being in nature. That's off. I'm happy being in the present moment and recognizing the joy of my own company. Being comfortable with myself allows me to be more comfortable with others. Again, we're putting all of this in the field to be shifted at the end of this gathering period of statements. So that's excellent. Thank you for your contribution. And I have a list again of fire element quality statements that I'm going to check to see which ones we need. We need this one, we need this one. I trust that love and compassion dissolves all negativity and fear. I trust that love has the power to neutralize any virus. And we're off for that. That'll be a nice one to resonate with in a few moments. I am filled with gratitude when I compare my difficulties to the greater suffering that others experience. Again, little glitch, can't quite get there. Whatever challenge I face, I say and believe this too shall pass. Okay, so we've had a double hit on that already. Lovely statement. And we need any more. We need this, we need this, we need this, we need this one. I see love in action and how much we care for each other in the emptiness that surrounds us. This remarkable act of global solidarity fills and sustains me. Not quite able to get to that point, but we're on our way. So the third of the 5 elements is earth. And we call her mother. Earth is our foundation. It's our ability to stay peaceful and centered from within in all situations. And it's also about how we nourish ourselves. So we nourish ourselves by what we take in, what kind of food we choose to eat. We nourish ourselves by the thoughts we allow our mind to hold. We nourish ourselves by acknowledging our feelings and allowing those moments of uncertainty to be. So the question I'd like you to think about and either respond verbally or by writing it down or thinking about it yourself. How are you choosing to nourish yourself on all levels at this time? How are you choosing to nourish yourself on all levels at this time? So while you're pondering, I'll put one of my own in. I am reading all the books that have been sitting on my nightstand. I find that very nourishing. I'm not resonating with it, but I find it very nourishing. All right, it looks like Katie, you might have your hand up. Katie?
Hi. Yeah, so I've been nourishing myself through my meditation practice and kind of diving deeper into that, and also some yoga practice as well.
Oh, lovely. Doing good things for yourself, Katie. Let's see if you resonate with that in a minute. All right. Anyone else? It looks like Liz might have her hand up.
Liz, go ahead.
There we go.
There you are, Liz. Hi.
I nourish myself with healthful food, exercise, positive thoughts, spiritual growth, and social connection.
Wow. I'm impressed, Liz. That's a very good list. Let's make sure we all resonate with it in a moment. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Anyone else, Sophia?
Anna has her hand up.
Anna? Anna, make sure you, or you could do it for her, Sophia, just unmute her mic because I'm not hearing her.
Anna, you can go ahead and speak.
Okay, we may have to just put that in the field, Anna, because we're not able to hear you at this time. So just write that down and it's going to go right into the field. And let's check our resonance with these statements. I'm reading all the books that have been sitting on my nightstand to nourish myself. That's not checking. I nourish myself through meditation practice and yoga. Again, the group energy is not aligned with that. I nourish myself with healthy food, exercise, positive thoughts, spiritual growth, and social connection. Again, in the field, but we're not quite there. When I say we're not there, that means there's interference, there's static. We're out of sync with the energy of all these things we want. We can't quite get there yet. All right. I meet the needs of myself and others in a balanced way. That's from the list, and we're not checking for that. It's this one is needed, this is needed, this is needed. It is my choice to worry, and I have the choice to stop. And we're not holding that energy. And we need this, we need this, we need this. I trust in the divine to take care of me and others, as well as the lilies in the field. And that is off. We need any more, this one, this one, this one. I receive nurturance by doing good in the world, and I am nourished by all my experiences, no matter how difficult they may be. I have hard to embrace that. I understand why we have static there. The fourth element that I want to talk about is metal. And in nature, it's always something precious and hidden, like gold, platinum, silver, precious gems, all hidden, not obvious. In ourselves, it's our soul, our spirit, our essence. So the metal question, what are you grateful for? What do you most appreciate and value right now about yourself and your life? Now think about that. What are you most grateful for right now? And what do you most appreciate and value about yourself and your life? If you've read Dr. Emoto's work on water and the crystals formed in water when it becomes coherent, he says the most highly vibrating word we can use is gratitude or appreciation, which is love and appreciation combined. So what are you grateful for, and what do you most appreciate and value about yourself? Okay, we can try, Sophia. I don't know if that's going to work, but let's try.
Anna?
What do you hear me?
We do.
Thank you. I'm getting messages that I am video that I cannot see my video because
That's okay. That's okay, Anna. We're recording right now, so can you just give me the answer to that question?
host muted my video.
Anna, just answer. If you could just answer the question.
Okay, which one?
What are you grateful for right now?
To have peace of mind.
Lovely. Thank you, Anna.
And hope. And that I'll
Lovely.
do whatever I wanted to do before this terrible situation.
Wonderful. Thank you, Anna.
Okay.
And anyone else, Sophia?
No one else has their hand up. Oh,
Okay.
Adriana.
Adriana, would you like to share?
Yes, what I'm more grateful for right now is that I have my health, considering the situation, my health, and that all my loved ones are well right now. Health. That's
Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you.
All right,
Liz,
so
would you like to go next?
go ahead.
I appreciate my sense of purpose and my ability to realize that purpose.
That's nice. I like that combination. Because we can have it, but not appreciate your ability.
Yeah, I want to resonate with that.
Repeat that. I appreciate my sense of purpose and my ability to appreciate my sense of purpose.
Realize that purpose.
Ability and to realize my purpose. Lovely. Thank you, Liz. And anyone else?
Katie?
I am grateful for the freedom that this virus has kind of brought into my life to allow me to get to know myself on a deeper level and to also deepen the relationships that I have in my life through that.
Wonderful. To know yourself on a deeper level. And what was the last part? And to
also deepen the relationships in my life.
Lovely. Thank you, Katie. And next? Monica?
No one else?
I can see Monica, but I didn't know if she had a comment. Okay. And looks like Julia has her hand raised.
Hello.
Hi, Julia.
To connect more to nature than to people. Because before I was concentrated more on people, and now I'm more rooted and connected to nature.
Wonderful. Thank you, Julia. All right. So let's check our resonance with some of these. So we're asking what we're grateful for. Say, I am grateful that I have peace of mind and hope. And we are off for that. I'm grateful for my health and all my loved ones are well right now. Off for that. Not that we don't believe it, but that there's some static in the way. Really want to keep that clarity there. I appreciate that I'm more rooted and connected to nature. We need some help with that one. And we need this. And this is from the list. So this. I live by my values in all challenging situations. Now, it's easy to lose sight of who we are and what we really value and be swayed, but to hold our center of value is really important. And this is needed, this. I let go of all resistance of wanting to change things, to fix things, to control things, wishing things were different, and allowing what is happening just as it is. That's a big one, isn't it? Because remember, what we resist persists. What we push our energy against grows. So the way out is to go into it, just accepting. Not surrendering, which is giving up, but accepting. Surrendering to an ideal, perhaps, or surrendering to a higher learning that we're not aware of, but just moving into it and saying, okay, I accept it. I accept it. I quit fighting it. I quit fighting in a futile way and start fighting in a more coherent way. And Sophia, if you could take care of Anna's camera, please. Thank you. All right, so our next one up is water. That's the final. And of all the elements, water really is the most powerful one. It's about our personal power, our ability to have reserves that we can call on in times of need. Think about animals that hibernate for a season and then wake up ready for their new chapter. It's also about our courage in the face of challenges. So the question is, what are you doing to raise your energy level? So let's not repeat some of the things we already talked about, how we're eating better, doing yoga, doing meditation, the practices, reading, enriching our mind, etc. We've already put those in the energy pie that we're baking right now, okay? So in addition to what we've already stated, is there anything else you are doing that you believe is raising your energy level to give you what you need to cope in these challenging times? What are you doing? I'm doing a lot of repatterning on myself and other people. And then I always get to benefit from my client sessions as well. And I really feel that that enhances my energy. And do we have anyone yet, Sophia?
We have Lauren.
Okay. Hi, Lauren.
Hi there. I'm very aware of my thoughts, and I'm doing a lot of check-in throughout the day, maybe 10 to 12 times a day. I check in with my thoughts to make sure that they're positive and they're serving me to keep my energy spiraling in the right direction.
Lovely. That's a lovely practice. All right. Anyone else there, Sophia?
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy. Hi, Sandy.
I'm trying to keep on a schedule, if you will, and not just let the day fly to the wind as it may be, trying to keep some semblance of getting up and eating at certain times and that kind of thing. That for me, as a planner, keeps my energy level up.
Lovely. I think that's a really smart thing to do because it's very easy to drift, isn't it? And there's a part of us that needs routine and predictability and structure to feel safe. And that's what we do for our kids when we put rules and rituals in place. We need to do that for ourselves right now. So that's a lovely one. Thank you, Sandy. Anyone else there, Sophia?
Tracy.
Okay, Gracie. Tracy.
Tracy. I am doing a gratitude journal, and in the evening I write 3 sentences of what I'm grateful for, things throughout the day, and just helps keep me focused on all the good I have in my life.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Thank you, Tracy. Because there is good in our lives if we choose to look at it. All right. Anyone else there? Sophia.
Yes, I,
Okay.
I try to do daily breathing exercises
Lovely, Anna. That's excellent.
and feel energized after that.
Lovely. Because when we're worried, we tend to hold our breath. So that's an excellent idea to counter that. And anyone else, Sophia?
Liz.
Yes. I expand my resonance repatterning practice to serve more people, helping to empower themselves, create positive change, live their purpose, and uplift the world.
Wonderful. Thank you, Liz. And any more, Sophia?
We have Katie.
Okay, Katie.
I've been consciously taking breaks from my phone or TV or email or any sort of external stimulation, and it's freed up a lot of my energy and helps me realize where I waste a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I agree with you on that one. From all media, whether it's the news or your Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Okay. And we can do one more, Sophia. So who if we have anybody else?
We have Monica.
Okay, Monica.
Dance and rebounding. Jumping on my rebounder to music too.
Ah, now that's a good reminder. I've got my rebounder right in my backyard. Thank you, Monica. I'm going to pull that inside. Or maybe I'll do it outside and get some vitamin D at the same time. All right, well, those are wonderful ways to raise our energy level. And I'm going to see if we need to verbally repeat all of them. I'm checking no, but I really appreciate your contributions. We're going to see if one could stand as a proxy for all the others. It's this one, this one, this one, this one. I take breaks. Say, I take breaks from all media. And we're off for doing that. It's kind of an addiction, isn't it? Where we just can't help ourselves from tuning in and reading and listening. That, like all habits, we have to consciously and conscientiously stop them. So that was our proxy for all the others. Good. So I have a list of additional statements. Any of those are needed. It's this one, it's this one, it's this one. I avoid all good, bad judgments and understand we are all on our journey to higher growth and understanding. It's easy to go into those judgments, isn't it? You know, we align ourselves with one school of thought or another, or one media source or another. There are no good, bad judgments. It's just information, and we can decide, we can choose what to take in and what not to. It's this one, it's this one. I rise above my troubles, anxieties, and fears that drain me. And we are off for that. Okay. So we've got a couple real challenges ahead of us. Staying present, staying mindful, breathing, staying positive, staying focused, which leads me to this question. Who will you be when this is all over? Who will you be when this is all over? As everything ends, this will end. This too shall pass. Who will you be? Who will you be? Big question. Big question. Sophia, while they're thinking, you're pretty quick on your feet. Who will you be, Sophia, when this is all over?
I will be compassionate, wiser, and ready for the next step in my life.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Do we have any other hands up there?
We have Lauren.
Lauren.
Yes, I will be rejuvenated.
Lovely. Thank you. Anyone else?
Debbie.
I will be full of joy.
Excellent. Everybody keep breathing. Who will I be when this is over?
I am complete and strong.
Lovely. Thank you, Anna.
Adriana.
Yes, I would be much happier. I would be happier with myself.
Thank you, Adriana. Okay, so let's see what our resonance is with who will I be? And we need all of these. Say, I am compassionate, wiser, and ready for the next step in my life. Some static interfering with that one. I am rejuvenated. Not quite yet. I am full of joy. I am complete and strong. I am much happier with myself. So again, that defines who we're capable of being once we shift our resonance and all the obstacles in the way. So the final part of this repatterning is, what do we need to do to change the energy? So all these wonderful thoughts that you've shared are part of this collective field of energy that we're all in. All the things we want, all the things we strive to be doing are wonderful frequencies of energy that our system wants to be in complete alignment and agreement with. So when that happens, we have a want, but we're not quite there yet. Something must change between the want and the manifesting of the want. Okay? We call those spiral up options. And in our practice of resonance repatterning, we have a whole book of them. It might be a breath would change the energy. Maybe a sound will change the energy. Maybe a visualization will change it, or putting on a particular color, or smelling an oil. Many, many ways to change our energy. And what I'm checking that we need is a contact. We need to make a contact on our body. We call this energetic contacts. And I have a list of possibilities, so I'm going to check. We need this one, this one, this one, this one. When I get that off, it means that's not going to do it. That's not going to finish the formula here, give us the outcome we're looking for. But this one will. So what we're going to do is called a thymus tap. And a thymus tap is a contact. So if you find the hollow in your throat, come down about 2 fingers, slightly changes anatomically, but it's about 2 fingers down, and it's in this general area, under the hollow of your throat. Okay, that's the location. The thymus itself is always going to be associated with the heart energy and all that that gives us. But the plus right now, I think, for this one coming up is that it will also strengthen our immune system, which we could all benefit from. So we're going to be doing this tap together in a moment, but there's a couple of add-ons I'd like to invite you to do. First is place the tip of your tongue somewhere along the roof of your mouth. Doesn't matter where, just put it there. The roof of your mouth holds up the brain. It's the floor of your brain. So when we're stressed, we don't use all our brain areas. We kind of switch off into survival. So by putting our tongue there, it supports the brain in becoming the unified whole that it is, simply by placing our tongue. That's a good practice to do when you're not speaking. Relax your tongue somewhere along the roof of your mouth. The other thing I'd like you to do is really breathe consciously with your nose, not your mouth. So deeply in and out through the nose. Nose breathing activates our parasympathetic nervous system. And that's the part of the nervous system that relaxes and then bonds. Okay, not the sympathetic nervous part that wants to do something. Parasympathetic is relaxation. So nose breathing will activate that as well. So the final thing I want you to do once we get started is to just close your eyes, do the tapping with your tongue there and the breathing. But when it feels appropriate, I want you to nod your head yes. Simply nod your head yes. Okay? So it'll look like this. Tapping, and I like kind of a 1, 2, 3 waltz beat. That's kind of sweet for the heart. Just tapping in this general area. Tongue would be on the roof of the mouth. And I'd be closing my eyes, breathing and nodding when I feel like it. Okay? Nodding your head yes is a message to the universe that you're ready for change. You like what you're hearing and you're ready for it. Okay? So we're doing a whole lot with just a little bit of effort here. So everybody start gently. 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3, pause. Now close your eyes. Keep the tapping, tongue on the roof of your mouth to support the brain. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose and nodding your head yes when it feels appropriate. And while you do this, I want you to hear these last 2 statements and take them in as your new reality. I recognize the humanity that exists within me. as well as the humanity that exists in everyone else. We all come out of this more together than alone, stronger, wiser, and altered in the best way possible. Breathe that in. Together, we create a more sustainable world. We bring our true humanity and our innate gifts together and reconsider our choices that lead to powerful changes in how we live. Breathe that in. And we are complete. So that, what you can call a modality or that exercise, changed our energy field individually and collectively. And now that we have shifted all of that, let's all come back together, and Sophia will act as the proxy for everybody, repeating the statements that you've created together as a unified whole. So just come back and listen, and as Sophia restates the session statements, tune in with your body and notice how it feels. How does it land in me? How does it land in me? Because if it lands, it becomes your new choice, your new reality. And that's wonderful. All right, so just notice that. Sophia, are you ready to be the proxy for the group?
Yes. Okay.
I am viewing everything as temporary.
I'm viewing everything as temporary.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass.
And we are resonating, attracting that truth. I focus on my abundance of time
I focus on my abundance of time
to spend with loved ones
to spend with my loved ones
and to explore what interests me.
and to explore what interests me.
And we are on for that. I am safe and I am loved.
I am safe and I am loved.
And we're matching that. I accept what is
I accept what is
and move into positive actions.
and move into positive actions.
And we're matching that. Everything is perfect
Everything is perfect
and as it needs to be
as it needs to be.
and carries a lesson
And it carries a lesson
for my personal growth.
for my personal growth.
And that is a match. I release my fearful assumptions
I release my fearful assumptions
that block my experience of love.
that block my experience of love.
And I stop giving my power and energy
And I stop giving my power and energy
to my negative projections.
to my negative projections.
And we're matching that. I focus on what is most important to me,
I focus on what is most important to me,
nurturing myself, my spirituality, and my family.
I nurture myself, my spirituality, and my family.
And we are resonating with that. I stay optimistic and hopeful
I'm optimistic and hopeful
that the situation is part of our global growth
that this situation is part of our global growth
towards manifesting our potential as human beings.
towards manifesting our potential
As human beings.
as human beings.
And we're on for that. Moment by moment, I stay in the present.
Moment by moment, I stay in the present,
In my process,
in my process,
with an open heart.
with an open heart.
And we are matching that. I accept my uncertainty about the future.
Sorry, I missed the first part.
I accept
I accept my uncertainty about the future
and maintain my optimism
and maintain my optimism
in the face of the unknown.
in the face of the unknown.
And we are matching that. My time is precious,
My time is precious,
and I am grateful for the now.
and I am grateful for the now.
I take care of my now
I take care of my now
for the sake of my tomorrow.
for the sake of my tomorrow.
And we are resonating with that. I'm happy when I appreciate the friends I have.
I'm happy and I appreciate the friends I have.
Being in nature,
Being in nature,
being in the present moment,
being in the present moment,
and recognizing the joy of my own company.
and recognizing
The joy
of my own company.
being comfortable with myself
Being comfortable with myself
allows me to be more comfortable with others.
allows me to be more comfortable with others.
And we are resonating. I trust that love and compassion
I trust that love and compassion
dissolves all negativity
dissolves all negativity
and fear.
and fear.
I trust that love has the power
I trust that love has the power
to neutralize any virus.
to neutralize any virus.
And we are matching that. I am filled with gratitude
I am filled with gratitude
when I compare my difficulties
when I compare my difficulties
to the greater suffering that others experience.
to the greater suffering that others experience.
And we're on for that. Whatever challenge I face,
Every challenge I face,
I say and believe,
I say and believe,
and this too shall pass.
and this too shall pass.
And we are on. I see love in action
I see love in action
and how much we care for each other
and how much we care for each other
in the emptiness all around us.
in the emptiness all around us.
This remarkable act of global solidarity
This remarkable act of global solidarity
fills and sustains me.
fills and sustains me.
And we are matching that. And then how we are nourishing. I nourish myself through my meditation practice and yoga
I nourish myself through my meditation practice and yoga
with healthful food and exercise,
with healthful food and exercise,
positive thoughts and spiritual growth,
positive thoughts and spiritual growth,
and social connection.
and social connection.
And on for that. I meet the needs of myself and others in a balanced way.
I meet the needs of myself and others in a balanced way.
That's really important for parents with children at home right now, to realize that you need your own cares met. You need that nourishment yourself, kind of like the airline. Put your own mask on first. So parents, put your own mask on first. Give yourself a little nourishment here. It's my choice to worry.
It's my choice to worry,
And I have the choice to stop.
and I have the choice to stop.
On for that, because that can just spiral us right down. I trust in the divine
I trust in the divine
to take care of me
to take care of me
and all others,
and all others,
just like the lilies in the field.
just like the lilies in the field.
And we are resonating with that. I receive nurturance
I receive nurturance
by doing good in the world,
by doing good in the world,
and I'm nourished by all my experiences,
and I'm nourished by all my experiences,
no matter how difficult they may be.
no matter how difficult they might be.
Yeah, so it's hard to look at pain and see that it has any good in it. It's very challenging, but we are nurtured by everything. The lessons we learn from the pain as well as the goodness. It's a matter of focus at this point to fill ourselves with what is good. It's really going to heal the collective us if we can get in sync with that. I'm grateful that I have peace of mind and hope.
I am grateful that I have peace of mind and hope,
Grateful for my health
grateful for my health,
and that all my loved ones are well right now.
and that all my loved ones are well right now.
And we are on for that. I appreciate my sense of purpose
I appreciate my sense of purpose
and my ability to realize my purpose.
and my ability to realize my purpose.
And we are resonating. I'm grateful for the freedom this has brought me
I'm grateful for the freedom this has brought me
to know myself on a deeper level
to know myself on a deeper level
and to deepen my relationships.
and to deepen my relationships.
And we are resonating. I appreciate it that I am more rooted and connected to nature.
I appreciate that I'm more rooted and connected to nature.
And we are resonating. I live by my values
I live by my values
in all challenging situations.
in all challenging situations.
And resonating. I let go of all resistance,
I let go of all resistance,
wanting to change things,
wanting to change things,
fix things,
fix things,
control things,
control things,
wishing things were different,
wishing things were different,
and allow what is happening
and allow what is happening
just as it is.
just as it is.
Yeah. Again, we're going to stop the pushing against it, which only amplifies it. We're just going to come into lack of resistance. Water. Say I'm aware of my thoughts.
I am aware of my thoughts,
Checking in continuously
checking in continuously,
that my thoughts are positive.
that my thoughts are positive,
They serve me well
they serve me well
to keep spiraling up.
to keep spiraling up.
And we're resonating. I keep on a schedule
I keep on a schedule
for my day to keep a semblance of routine in my life.
for my day to keep a semblance of routine in my life.
And we're resonating. I do a gratitude journal,
I do a gratitude journal,
writing each evening about what I'm grateful for,
writing each evening about what I'm grateful for,
and keep focused on all the good that I have in my life.
and keep the focus on all the good that I have in my life.
And we're resonating. I do daily breathing exercises.
I do daily breathing exercises.
And we're on. I expand my practice to serve more people,
I expand my practice to more people,
helping them to empower themselves
helping them to empower themselves
and causing positive changes in the world.
and causing positive changes in the world.
On for that. I take breaks from all media.
I take breaks from all media.
We're on for that. Good luck with that one. I dance and rebound with music.
I dance and rebound with music.
On for that. I stand firm in the face of the unknown.
I stand firm in the face of the unknown.
I stay oriented towards the higher purpose for my life
I stay oriented towards the higher purpose for my life
and the higher purpose of this virus.
and the higher purpose of this virus.
And we're resonating. I conserve my energy
I conserve my energy
and I build reserves
and I build reserves
that I draw on in this time of challenge.
that I draw on in this time of challenge.
On for that. I avoid all good, bad judgments.
I avoid all good, bad judgments.
I understand we're all on our journey to higher growth and understanding.
I understand that we're all on our journey toward higher growth and understanding.
And we're matching that. I keep my frequencies high
I keep my frequencies high
and maintain tranquility of mind,
and maintain tranquility of mind,
no matter what the media says
no matter what the media says
or any other negative talk I hear.
or any other negative talk I hear.
On for that. I rise above my troubles,
I rise above my troubles,
anxieties and fears
anxieties and fears
that drain me.
that drain me.
And we're resonating. I am compassionate, wise, and ready
I am compassionate, wise, and ready
for the next step in my life.
for the next step in my life.
Matching that. I am rejuvenated,
I am rejuvenated,
full of joy,
full of joy,
complete and strong,
complete and strong,
and much happier with myself.
and much happier with myself.
And we are on for that. So positive actions, I've got a whole list. And what I'm going to do as a follow-up is just mail them out to you. But I found this wonderful mental health list that a psychologist wrote, but remained anonymous, so I can't give this person any credit. But he had seen 31 patients in like 2 days and was repeating the same things over and over, so he made a list. So I'll forward that on to you. But just some things that you said in the group, Sandy. One of them is stick to a routine. Dress for your social life that you want, not the one you have. Get out every day, move every day, reach out to others, stay hydrated, eat well, etc. So I'll forward that on because I found it a very useful tip for individuals and families. So I'm at this point now going to stop the recording and thank you all for your participation.